guys, my name is Ella, and this is Jong.
Hi.
And so, let's start the interview.
Well, you're here to do
An interview for an immigrant.
Okay, for your class.
Yeah. It's part of the DMS curriculum, and basically what we're here today is to learn some skills of interviewing and gather some information about, like, immigrants.
Okay.
Okay, so where were you born?
I was born in the Philippines, in an island called Palawan, and I was born in Puerto Princesa City, in the province of Palawan.
Oh, wow. What language did you speak?
I speak in the Philippines. I speak the Filipino language, commonly known as Tagalog. And the Philippines, that's the national language of the Philippines. But the Philippines has two official languages: the Tagalog, or the Filipino language, and the English language.
Oh.
But the Philippines has 117 languages, also known as dialects. So dialects.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were some interesting things about your culture?
Well, some of the interesting things about our culture is the Philippines. You see, we were colonized by the Spaniards for 300 years. So our culture is greatly influenced by the Spaniards, and the Americans also colonized us for almost 50 years. So American culture also has an influence with us, and then Japanese also came over, a little bit of Japanese. So it's you'll see an amazing mixture of different races in the Philippines, especially Chinese, Spanish, Chinese, Malay, or people from Malaysia, and also Japanese, and of course Americans. So there's a great mix of different cultures.
Yeah. So why did you emigrate to the U.S.?
Well, my parents came over here in 1992, and so they petitioned me to come over, and so it's been a while. It's almost like 10 years before I was able to come over here. So I kind of want to be with my parents, but the most part of it is the opportunity in the United States.
Yeah.
So we have better opportunities here, better jobs, better pay, better living conditions.
Yeah. So how did you feel about coming to the U.S.?
Well, at first, I'm so excited. You see the U.S., the United States, only in the movies.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to come out. It's so developed. Everything is advanced. Just watching it the TV. But I was also hesitant because it will be although the Americans have an influence to the Filipinos, but it will be a different culture. So I'm kind of hesitant and excited about coming to the U.S.
Yeah. So when you first arrived here, did your feelings change at all?
Oh yeah, definitely. When I first arrived, I still have it, my accent.
Yeah.
So I kind of people are still having hard time understanding what I'm saying, and so especially when I first arrived here, I kind of felt I'm not really comfortable, and then I felt there's this lady that was like treating me rudely because she can't really get my accent. So yeah.
Did you speak English when you came?
Yeah. Yes, I speak English, but the accent is there, and not an excellent English.
Yeah.
I still have that accent, no, but Yeah, I'm surviving.
So, did you face any discrimination when you came?
I think I did. Maybe because uh, that's how it's gonna be. I think anywhere you go, even you if you go to the Philippines, it's not really discrimination, but kind of people will look at you differently. They would probably think, will you understand how things are done in our country? I think that's how I felt, but I don't. I won't. I will not let people define me
Yeah.
by being discriminated.
Yeah. So what was the certification of coming to the U.S.?
If I understand it correctly, the way you're trying to answer me is ask me is, what do I need to come over?
Yeah, like what was the process?
Requirement or the
Yeah.
process? Well, there are so many ways to come over to the Philippines legally. Like I was there's this petition called relative a petition for a relative. What it is in my case is my parents who are not citizen yet, but they are called permanent residents. They can petition for a relative. Like me, when they petitioned me, it took me 8 years to come over to the United States because I waited that long. The process is long, and that's only one of the ways to come over here. But I was the way I came over is called immigrant petition for a relative.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. What were some things that you thought strange about Americans when you came?
Well, you see, in the Philippines, this is kind of shallow, but in the Philippines, when somebody tells you, "Oh, you're fat, you're healthy," it's like sign of prosperity. Like you guys are doing well, you have food to eat.
Yeah.
But when I came over here, I was talking to my niece. I was kind of touching. "Oh, you look healthy." She felt bad. I was like, "Oh, that's strange." And my sister told me, "Oh, she's so Americanized. Don't tell her like you're telling her she's fat because that's rude." But in the Philippines, it's different. That's a sign of prosperity and living a good life, having food to put on your table. So that's the first strange thing that I encountered in the United States, and yeah, that's one of the strangest thing I won't forget.
So, what was your first job when you came?
My first job was at the Chumash Casino.
Okay.
Or it's at the Chumash Casino, and I was a slot attendant. I handed jackpots to slot machine winners.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and yeah, so that's my first job. But I worked 2 to 3 jobs the first 3 years.
wow.
2 jobs at a time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was working at the casino and selling cars, or working at the casino and working at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was an adventure.
Yeah. So, do you still have family in the Philippines?
Yes, I still have most of my family is still in the Philippines. I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. I have 2 sisters here, and then the rest are over there. So I have 2 more sisters in the Philippines and 2 more brothers and their families.
Yeah.
But my parents, they came here in 1992.
Oh,
So yeah, I still have family over there.
yeah. Do you have connection with them?
Yeah, especially now that we got Facebook, FaceTime.
Yeah.
We talk like almost every other day, every week. Yeah, it's like they're just on the other side of the city. Technology really brought us closer. So yeah, Filipinos are closely knit. We are always communicate. Yeah, maybe just like in your family.
Yeah. So, did you, When your family found out that you were coming to America, what was their reaction?
Oh, we were all excited because when I was first petitioned, I was maybe 17 years old.
Oh.
And then what happened was when you go over 21 and your papers are not still processed,
Mm-hmm.
that extends all the way later. So you get one of the least priorities. So when we found out that my petition was approved and I'm coming, everybody's excited. Yeah, they're like, oh, we're going to the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't come to the U.S., where do you think you would be in the Philippines?
I will still be probably. You see, when I was in the Philippines, I'm full employed, with a pharmaceutical company, and at the same time, I have my own small business.
Oh, yeah.
So we were distributing animal health medications for big farms like piggery farms, poultry farms, feed mills. So I think I will still be employed or fully just running our business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Where did you finally settle down and why?
well, I came over to Santa Maria because I have my sister here who's my closest relative aside from my parents. They're over here, so came over to Santa Maria. I kind of liked it here. I thought I will not last that long here because there's nothing, but I liked it here. It's quiet. It's good to start a family, and I'm still here.
Yeah. How did you travel to the U.S.?
By plane.
Yeah.
Yes. So most of the people from the Philippines come to the United States by plane.
Yeah.
Or if you're a crew of a cruise ship, you would, jump ship. But it's by airplane.
Yeah.
It's a 16-hour flight.
Oh,
So
Wow.
it's a long flight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go with anyone else of your family?
With my sister.
Oh.
Yeah, we both came here at the same time. My older sister.
Oh. What is your current occupation?
I am a compliance inspector at the Santa Ines Tribal Gaming Agency.
Was it hard for you to change your whole life and come to America and learn the new culture and new language?
Definitely.
Can you explain?
There's a lot of adjustments, a lot of adjustment. Because now I'm speaking, although we speak, English is also a national, one of the official languages, but now I got to speak English everywhere I go to,
Yeah.
just buying something or, everywhere you go. And then the family that, my sister that, was here, that where I first stayed, her kids are way so Americanized, so
Yeah.
I have to really understand how they would react to something like being healthy like that.
Yeah.
Telling them that they're healthy and not to be misinterpreted by how I tell them things. So it's kind of really a big adjustment. And then I miss my family in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So I've been there for almost 29 years, and suddenly I'm in a different country, different culture. So it's really difficult. But I was able to adjust.
Yeah. Was technology different here?
Well, when I first arrived here, texting is not a big thing still in the United States, while in the Philippines, everybody is texting. So, but in the Philippines, you have to go to these places called computer centers to go to the internet. While